I'll go one car. Why are you slamming your brakes on for? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Naughty, naughty, very naughty.
Guys, how you doing? It's Pinnacle. Doing something just a little bit different today. I did have a request even, from someone to say, can you talk us through your ride while not commuting? So today, I'm on the A13 still, but we are not going to London. We are popping over to see my parents. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk through my journey as I commute, which is going to be a little bit different. I can already see a white SUV coming up. Looks like a Mitsubishi L2000 or L200. So I'm going to talk through my journey as I would ride while I'm not commuting. Now, I don't ride the same because people don't drive the same. And also, I've got no backpack on, I've got no luggage. I've got the Paniers on, actually, for a change, because I do have to take some bits, but let's just go and see how we go. So first of all, pulling out, as usual, we are looking not to actually move straight away, but we're looking to find a space. I can't see now because of the truck, but if I accelerate, after this, I should be good. There we go. Visor down because the wind is windy. That's what wind does. Maximum speed 40 mile an hour. What does that actually mean? Does it mean we have to be doing maximum 40? Most of the time I take it as an advisory, because 40 mile an hour around this bend, I'm doing 40 now. I just feel like I'm crawling around. So yeah, it's a bit of advisory. This is part of the A130, this road. Life saving, checking again, moving over, indicator already, indicator off. We're in this lane. Now, we want to get over. We don't want to be at commuting speeds today, do we? So there will be some wind noise. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Got a nice Tesla Model X in front of us. One of the good SUVs from that Tesla made, because I had the Model Y and I really did not like it. So sorry if you're a Model Y driver, but not for me. Anyway, the speed limit is 70 here. We are doing 70-ish. The A130 is a lovely road. It's not too bumpy, got good road surface. There's not many slip roads coming on or off. Not many hazards. I don't know, it's just a long, I wouldn't say straight road, but it's a long road, which I think some of the boy racers used to use it to test their cars out, to be honest, back in the day. Not so much now. We see him indicating, we've already checked. We know there's nothing coming over. Not a great deal to say when I'm not filtering, because I can speak easily at the speed that I'm thinking. We are still looking all the way down to see what's happening, but in this lane particularly, there's one bike ahead of this Vauxhall, and nothing else is happening. We are going to be turning off, so I will pull in behind the Ranger. So I already know there's nothing behind me. I'm indicating, shoulder checking, moving over. A little bit of a bump here, a dip in the road surface. We are going to be gearing down, indicating, checking the mirror. No point in life saving. If someone's coming up the inside of me there, that's going to be a miracle. We do want to stay in this lane, but I do want to quickly overtake this car. And then we'll get back in front of this car again. And these guys are slowing down. A nice long left-hand turn. I'm going to get off the bike very slightly for this one, just so I can actually follow the path of that one without actually bringing my bike over too much. I prefer it. I prefer that than sitting on the bike and leaning, and like leaning with the bike. I prefer to actually get right over. I ain't going to move over to this lane, so little lifesaver check there, and we're off. We want to take the third exit on the roundabout, so I'm going to indicate. Already know there's nothing behind me, so I don't have to worry about stopping very hard. I love his tail lights on that bike. No idea what bike that is. That looks like that could be an MV Augustus or something like that. But I don't actually know. But it's a beautiful bike. Look at that bike. Oh, lovely. We're left life saving, and we are indicating left. We're going to go in this lane. We're not going to overtake the bike because he's probably going to overtake the other cars later on anyway. Lane merge, nothing in the left hand lane. Quick left hand save it. Left hand side. Oh Jesus! Left hand side lifesaver. That was about half a mile back I was doing that. I do like that bike though. That is a beautiful bike. I don't think that's a Ducati, is it? I think that is a I think that's an MV Augustus, or maybe something like that. 4 exhaust. Ducati don't do 4 exhaust. Augustus, yeah, it's got to be an MV, right? I want to see it a little bit more from the side, but we'll see. It's not a very good, you know, with the community. It's not nodding. You know what? I forgot to turn my cardo off. Let me do that now, because it's giving me. Does anyone get that? The radio on the cardo, just when you're talking, it just comes on. You're supposed to say, "Hey cardo, radio on," but it just comes on anyway. I don't know what it's thinking I've said, but there we go. Anyway, yeah, so this road here, it's a 60 mile an hour. We're doing 43. Central chevroned area, not chevron, but dashed area, is probably going to accumulate a lot of the debris from the road. So unless you really need to, I won't worry about too much filtering here. You got to remember, we are on a casual ride. This is not a trying to get to work. Just enjoy yourself. You know, if you're going 10-15 mile an hour slower than the speed limit everyone else is, just enjoy it. It's not a big issue. It's all good. I mean, there's a couple of opportunities to actually overtake a few cars if we want to, but we'll see. They have re-tarmacked this road. This road was terrible back a few years ago when the summer was really hot and we had that 42 degrees. The road just literally dried up and fell down. There's like a sinkhole on the side, a massive long strip. You can still see some of the lines where this tarmac is still pulling as well slightly. So I think it will happen again if we get another hot summer, and we've already had quite a few days in the 30s, and we're only in July, start of July, so August, September, we'll see how that goes. You notice what I've done here. It was kind of a natural thing. I didn't even realise I've done it, but when you're riding with another bike, you got to be staggered formation. If you're right behind him, he can't see you, and you want him to see you at all times, because if you're going to do something like make a move or overtake, you want him to be able to see what you're doing. Us pulling across, we can be in either one of these two lanes. Traffic is slowing. Now this road on the left here, to the left of the KFC, you would have seen that road in one of the videos. This road here, you would have seen that in one of the videos. Is this the best road in Essex? So we're not going to filter past the Mercedes. We're going to blend in, we're going to merge. So we will pull back a little bit here. We've got the Nissan behind us, who's a little bit back, so we're good. We're going to be going straight ahead now. Left or right hand lane to go straight ahead. A lot of the cars will go in the left hand lane. A lot of the bikes go in the right hand lane. I don't know why that is, but as we know, we're in no rush here. We're in the left hand lane. Life-saving left, just in case there's any other bikes coming up. There's a lot of bikes around, and some of these people are squiddy. They're squiddy riders. They could be doing all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. So you just got to be ready for it. Everyone rides differently. No one's going to ride the same. Well, not many people are going to ride the same as you. So you got to be ready for all different sort of riders. We are braking. We're not going to filter between these two vehicles because it's quite a tight roundabout. I'm going to jump in after the blue car. I'm going to put my weight over to get myself a nice lean. Come round. I am checking my mirror rather than life-saving because the only other thing on the inside of me was the white car pulling out of the Sainsbury's. This is a 60 mile an hour road, sorry. We are doing 45. But again, the opportunity to overtake is now gone because we've now got the dashed lines in the middle which will hold a lot of debris. So that's not something that I'm going to be bothered to risk a new tyre for, and we'll just casually carry on as we are. Enjoying the scenery, the change of smells every now and again. That's what it's all about being a biker, right? You're a bit more exposed, you're a bit more out there. It's not just a car air freshener you're smelling all the time. Nice. GS. That looked like the 1300, I think. We're turning left here. We're braking, no one behind us. Engine braking, foot on the rear brake, not touching the front brake here. Foot on the rear brake and engine braking down. Not putting our foot down. He's not indicating. Don't know where he's going, so we just have to wait. Now we've got two roads we could go here. Up here we could either turn left at the top of this little hill, or we could go straight. The straight way is better for bikes because it's a little bit more twisty, but the problem is a lot of cars go this way. So I'm tempted to turn left. Yeah, let's turn left. Braking before the corner, coming off the brake, and then back round. Now when we're in country lanes now, because this is an example of something you don't see on the commuting videos, when we're in country lanes, you still think of your road position as 1, 2, 3. If we are turning right, we want to be in position 1. And the reason we be in position 1 is because it gives us clearer vision a lot sooner. If we're in position 2 or 3, it narrows down that vision round the corner. And we do want to see what's going on round the corner. I'm still indicating like a noob. Slowing down for this bend. Again, position 1, position 2 as we're coming round. Really tight bends like that, you just don't want to be on the inside. Because if someone's coming from the other side, now here is the danger bit because we're turning left, so we're in position 3. We move over to position 1 to take this right hand, and then we come back to the centre. The danger on the left hand turns is if we're in position 3 to get a good view what's around the corner as soon as possible, there could be someone coming round that corner and they could be over the line, which means they could clip us. So having that extra vision will give you the insight. First of all, if they are over that line, you can already move to position 2 from where you are on the outside of your lane in position 3. 30 mile an hour here, we will respect that. I don't know why I've got my sat nav on, don't even need that. Let's while we're in a slow area, let's turn that off. There we go. And I do need to get some fuel, so what I will do is I will pull over some lovely little houses here, just been built, nice little standalones. I will get some fuel as we approach our destination, but I will just cut that. I'll say I'm getting fuel, I've got fuel, and we're back again. Oh my god, garden party. Why no, I'm not getting involved. Not getting involved. Massive house, that one. It's like a farm, and that one. Some huge houses around. 40 mile an hour now. We are good for 40 mile an hour. Now, one thing about the Paniers, when you're filtering with the Paniers on, I mean, and this is one of the reasons I don't filter with the panniers on to work, because sometimes I have to fold the wing mirrors in to get through a space, right? And the panniers are quite big, they're quite bulky. On this particular bike, and I'm assuming it's all the models of the Z1000SX, but on this particular bike, the panniers, the width of the panniers are exactly the same width as the mirrors. Yep. And the mirrors are only just a little bit bigger than the handlebars. So if you can fit your mirrors through in a straight line, your panniers will also go through. If you are at a very slight turn, like even like just a little slight turn like this, it's likely your panniers will rub, because it's not straight. You're going through at an angle, almost. I know we don't ride diagonally, but you got to think of it like that. So with this model, if your wing mirrors fit, your panniers will fit. Unless you've done something silly like you folded your wing mirrors all the way up. But in a standard position like this, if they fit, your panniers will fit as well. So there's a keep clear sign in front of the BMW, so I'm not going to overtake the BMW. I'm going to check my lifesaver quickly, because I know there's only a Peugeot 208 behind me, a nice burgundy colour. Apart from that, there's no other vehicles on the road. This car was giving it large for some reason, but then he slowed down again. So some lovely houses, lovely views around here. Kind of out in the countryside, a little bit where I can't speak this morning, a little bit like where I am now in Kent, but this is Essex. We're coming up towards kind of Chelmsford way. There's the local store, the only one for miles. Now we will be approaching soon double mini roundabouts. And it looks like you've got some double mini roundabouts with maybe some construction work as well. So, not sure what's going on here, but we will take it slowly. I don't know what that is or where that's coming from, but I can hear sirens. There is an ambulance. There we go. Now, even if I was listening to music, I would still be able to hear that. So, a lot of people that say, oh, you shouldn't listen to music when you're riding. You know what? Yeah, okay, if you're a new rider, and you really need to concentrate, I'm giving way to the right. You're not indicating, you're indicating that way. I'm giving way there. I'm good. If you're a new rider, you've got to be aware and don't get carried away with the music, right? Look at a bush on that. Yeah, don't get carried away with the music. If you're there rocking it out on your bike, you're not really paying attention. But as you've got quite a lot of experience behind you, when you start riding a lot, I reckon you can, you know, it doesn't really matter that much. This is a 60 and we're doing 35. I'll go one car. Why are you slamming your brakes on for? What are you doing? What are you doing? This is the problem with riding outside of London. No one knows how to drive. He was already doing 35 and a 60, and then he slammed his brakes and he brake checked me. Why? Why would you do that? I don't know what he was thinking, but hey, yeah, I prefer commuting in London. I don't prefer riding in London outside of commuting times, because then you get people who are just as silly. Alright, but when you're commuting in London, the drivers there are quite good. I've got to say they're quite good. Especially compared to when you move out to the outskirts of Essex. You get the older people, don't drive much, still got a licence at 85, don't really know what's going on. And on that note, I will pull over to get some fuel. And, oh, what's going on? Unleaded, that one's capped. Here we go here. And I will be back soon. We are back, we've got fuel, check-in right inside, van coming, nothing on the left, we're good to go. Parked car up there where the Bentley's just passed, nice, it's given way, we give a little thank you, lid goes down, visor goes down rather. This has been re-tarmacked as well, but they didn't tarmac the zebra crossing. Don't know why they do that. Sometimes essential road markings, they don't re-tarmac. I mean, you could have just like painted it straight away, couldn't you? I mean, how long does tarmac take to dry? We're turning left here. We're going to indicate left so we know, so we can tell that Ford Ranger that we're not turning right. There was no one behind us and we didn't need to indicate because it's almost like a straight up. But we indicate left, gives other people a little bit of notice of what we're doing. We've got a nice left-hand corner here. We can just lean off the bike a bit as we come round. The reason I've gone into position 2 on that corner is because last time I come here there was roadworks. So I was expecting to have to slow down and stop a bit, but we are good. Outside of this corner, we're going to look the way we're going, and we're going to position ourselves over to the right hand side of the bike slightly. Now we're in position 1. We're keeping going, keeping going. We're going to go to position 3 to see what's around the corner. We can see, we're good. Back to position 2. Back to position 3. I'm actually doing it before I'm thinking about it, so, and then we go to position 1 here. Little nod for the biker. Hello mate. It's not a big turn, so we can easily sweep that one round. Back to position 2. I'm avoiding the left-hand lane a little bit because this is the area where it's usually susceptible to a little bit of deterioration on the road surface. So position 1 now, and we're sweeping round. This is lovely. Now from here we go to position 3 and then sweep over. We'll lean off the bike. We can throttle it out a little bit but not too much, and then we go back to position 2, moving over to position 1. There's not much communication in terms of what we're looking for. Now I'm staying in position 1 because those cars could have moved out to overtake the car that was pulling off of the road, so that's why I didn't move to position 3 straight away there. And then we're up here, we've got another bike a little bit further up. Hello mate, RST brother. I was on the wrong bike for that. Nothing behind us at all. We're indicating to turn left here, and we are swinging left. Nice and wide, no one down there, we've got loads of time. And then we're pretty much at the destination a little bit further up here. So yeah, I mean, riding when you're not commuting, it still, don't get me wrong, you still need focus, but it's not as busy, it's not as much going on. You've got a chance to just relax and just, you know, chill out a little bit. Bike parking. What is this? What's going on here? Parking. Something's going on here today. There's an event or something. Speed bumps, we just go around there. Which is the smoothest part? This bit. Oh, yeah. Gave us a bit of a wobble on that one. But yeah, give way to priority vehicles for us. That means we are the priority. What I'll do is I'll record on the way back as well. And you know what? I'll put the camera on the rear just for something different, you know? And we'll do that on the way back. So until then, I'll see you in the next bit of this video, which may be part 2, or it may be a continuation. We'll just do a bit of a long one today. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, until then, ride safe, but have fun.